So, in all likelihood, Donald Trump is not nearly as rich as he claims to be. We know that Donald Trump inflates the value of his real estate when it's for the purposes of claiming a higher net worth or when it's for the purposes of securing a loan, but minimizes the value of his real estate when it's an effort to avoid taxation. But this story is just kind of weird because presumably Donald Trump is a billionaire. The question is, to what degree is he a billionaire? And yet in the last few months, Donald Trump has taken $65,000 in optional federal pension payments for former presidents since he left office in January. And you might recall that during his presidency, Trump made a very big deal out of donating his presidential salary back to different federal agencies, maybe some charities, maybe it was just agencies, and he doesn't need the money and all of that different stuff. And yet, billionaire Donald Trump is now taking $65,000 from the presidential pension fund. Now, you might remember the the Constitution requires that presidents take a salary while in office. They can donate it back. Fine. But there's nothing constitutionally that says an ex-president must take their pension. Now, this is, of course, completely within Trump's rights to do. But I find it strange to some degree, because if you look at a more realistic estimate of Donald Trump's net worth, it's $2.3 billion. Relative to $2.3 billion, $65,000 is 0.0028% of his net worth. So to think about it in terms that might be more applicable to the average person, this is equivalent to someone with the median American net worth, which is $121,000, going through a process to request $3.40. Think about that for a second. If you retire from a job or you get laid off or whatever, and someone comes to you and they say, sir, if you want, you can request a pension. You go through this process and we'll give you $3.40. Would most people go through that trouble if their net worth is $121,000? That's what Donald Trump is doing here. So what's going on? I mean, it reminds me of, people who go to the bank to cash a check for 12 cents. The upside is, by taking this, he seems to recognize he's no longer the president, because this is a federal pension for ex-presidents. So maybe that's sort of like an upside here. And being a former president comes with many perks. There's lifetime Secret Service protection. There's travel reimbursements. There's medical insurance. There's a budget for an office and staff. And the presidential library, maybe they have to fundraise for the presidential library. Now I don't remember. But the point is, in terms of the pension, it's not mandatory. So is Trump just so greedy and so cheap that he won't turn anything down, and he'll go through the process of getting something that is the equivalent at his net worth of $3.40 for a person of average or median net worth? Maybe he needs the money because a lot of that net worth is completely illiquid. Is he desperate? I don't know. We've talked about those controversial loans that we knew would start to come due during what would have been his second term, and thankfully is not, because he lost. Maybe that's related, but I find that there's something sort of strange about it. And maybe it's as simple. I mean, let me know what you think. Maybe it really is as simple as Donald Trump just can't turn any money down because of his personality and because of who he is. Maybe there's some other explanation. I don't know. But billionaire, multi-billionaire Donald Trump going through the process of requesting, filing for, and obtaining what is, for his level of net worth, equivalent to $3 worth of a federal presidential pension for ex-presidents. Am I the only one finding something weird about that? Let me know. Most healthy granola bars have sort of a bad reputation because they're either dry or boring, or don't taste that good, or they don't satisfy your cravings. But our sponsor, Monk Pack, is completely different, because Monk Pack keto granola bars are sweet and delicious with a soft and chewy texture. And yet they have only 140 calories, 1 gram of sugar, and only 2 to 3 net carbs. Perfect for the low sugar or keto diet. They come in fantastic flavors like coconut cocoa chip, blueberry almond vanilla, and the new flavor, peanut butter. I've been a fan for a long time. I always have them in my pantry. It is a perfect snack. And if you don't love them as much as I do, you get all your money back. They also now have a subscription feature, which I love. It'll save you 10% on every order, and it ships automatically. You'll get 20% off when you go to monkpack.com and use the coupon code PAKMAN. The link is right underneath this video.